Today, I would like to discuss the goddess you see here known as Sekhmet and what she actually represents, okay? Now, Sekhmet is the personification of unconditional love as well as chaos, energy, and war, all right? The name Sekhmet actually means she who is powerful or the one who loves Mayat. And when you think of Mayat, you think of balance. In ancient Kemet, Sekhmet was the goddess of war, cataclysmic destruction, and supreme power. However, she is also associated with love, kindness, and benevolence. When you think of Sekhmet, picture the personification of complex duality, okay? Sekhmet balanced both chaos, war, and healing. She could either spread disease or heal the sick. Sekhmet was a Lyran goddess that wore the sun disk and was associated with the heat of the sun, okay? Because of this, she was referred to as the Lady of the Flame and associated with the color red. The Lyran solar goddess Sekhmet was the protector of the pharaohs, okay, and actually led them in battles, which means she was a very powerful warrior and dominant in the field of combat. Now, ancient pyramid texts indicate that Sekhmet was actually the physical manifestation of the sun god Ra's anger towards mankind and malevolent humans. In ancient Kemet, they actually describe Sekhmet as the daughter of Ra and the feminine eye of the sun. They believe Sekhmet was sent to Tiamat to restore cosmic balance and order. So in perspective, Sekhmet was sent to actually alchemically transform any negative energy that's plaguing planet Tiamat. Now, to dive a little deeper into her name, Sekhmet's name derived from Sekhem, all right? And Sekhem is an ancient Kemetic word meaning sacred power or sacred energy, all right? So Sekhmet restores cosmic law for Mayat and balance through the process of what's called divine alchemy, all right? This is the science of transforming negative energy and restoring it to its original divine expression. And this is exactly what we are going to witness with the destruction of this draconian patriarchal system as the great matriarch returns. Sekhmet was also considered the goddess of Kundalini energy, okay, which was symbolized by the Uraeus, aka the royal cobra, which she wore on her head, all right? Sekhmet was a conduit of this psychic energy called Shakti, also known as Kundalini. And his Shakti or Kundalini is what was responsible for her boundless cosmic energy that actually facilitated her power. Now, it's important to know that we all have the ability of accessing this Kundalini energy or Shakti. An important lesson to learn from the goddess Sekhmet is how to incorporate balance. One thing I want to say is that the energy of Sekhmet is returning, okay? The energy of Sekhmet is returning to this planet, and these deletes will suffer for all of the nefarious acts and tumultuous deeds that they have done to us. One of the things that must happen through this ascension process is a shift in power, all right? It will convert from a patriarchal system to a matriarchal system, all right? And in order for that to happen, chaos will envelop in order for order to come into play, all right? Which means that the nefarious child traffickers, all of the individuals in subterranean bases, then cloning facilities, all of the individuals that are puppet mastering and manipulating this matrix will suffer for their deeds, all right? This is inevitable and it's prophesized. Now, the most well-known story associated with Sekhmet was actually the destruction of mankind, all right? And that story states that humans rebelled against the gods. And then the gods decided to punish them for it, all right? But the ancient texts indicate that Sekhmet's punishment proved to be the most vengeful out of all the gods, and that she could not stop slaughtering humans, and allegedly even got intoxicated by drinking their blood, all right? To me, this story shows that the phrase, hell has no fury like a woman scorned, actually originated from the wrath of Sekhmet.